13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And his throw is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Get this drive, that would feel disappointing.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely. They did all of that and more. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On the return is Pettis. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Mariota. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mariota on 1st down. Completes it to Dixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. 11 carries, 121 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flushed out right. He's got Mason complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch? Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow escaping the pressure right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now Burrow on first down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Burrow looking to pass. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Guyton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Boyd's the target, and he hands it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jalen Guyton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. They'll roll him out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1?
Every single time.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. What is it? 11 MT.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope ball? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Joseph Osai able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Here we go, here we go. Can. Stop. On one, ready? 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Guyton on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. If second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Well, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand. Touchdown, Chicago! Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Blues are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Dixon, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Mariota now from the 50. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So they bring out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visit. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. To throw is Mariota. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bolden, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On the handoff, they start with Boulder. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Michael Walker there to bring him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll run again with Bolden. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They run with Bolden. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals grab it, and they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
A first down throw for Mariota. And incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Mariota's throw taken in here by Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He finds his man complete. That's Dixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Mariota again. He's got Fuller. Now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he stopped immediately there. And no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to go up top again. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Don't stop that motor.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Oh, he dropped it. Indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Mariota. Here's Fuller with a catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.